Yep. You already know what it is. Southpaw Slick, live at work. My voice is starting to sound a little bit better now. I think I'm getting my voice back. But today's topic, once again, is something I want to talk about. And that's with this. Well, it has been going on for some years now. I actually know a few people personally that are in the situation that I've met over time. But it seems like it's even more than usual. And that's with single mothers getting with stud women, having step studs, and as we like to call them, step studs. Yeah, I said, I guess they on that stepdaddy season too, you know? But it just made me think, like, why all of a sudden there's like so many women. And the thing is, a lot of these women have more than one kid. I notice that it's very seldom I see a step stud with a single mom that has one child. They usually have two, three, four. And the reason it came about was, for one of my ex coworkers from Canteen, she married a woman with four kids, if I'm not mistaken, last year. And she wrote a post on Facebook yesterday saying how it's crazy all of these women introduce their kids to so many men and studs that is getting out of hand. And I agree with that. But it was very telling that she said men and studs, meaning she acknowledges that this is happening even more often than it did before. Another one is a customer that used to shop at the tobacco store my mom used to work at years ago. And she was with a woman that had three kids, multiple baby dads, of course, both of them, the one that's married to. Multiple kids, multiple baby dads, getting with a stud woman. And I'm just thinking to myself, has it gotten that bad? What is the main reason behind this epidemic? This under the radar epidemic? This is going to happen even more in the future. Just watch. But it just made me think, why is this happening? And I think I know the answer. Well, for one, I can't say men as a whole. That I'll say the majority even are still on board with being a stepdad. But you're slowly seeing men walk away from taking on another man's responsibility, right? So who better than? See, the thing with a stud is a lot of them want to have a family anyway, right? Usually they'll take alternative methods, like get a surrogate, artificial insemination, shit, legitimate insemination for some of them. Also, they'll get like a male friend to knock up the feminine lesbian, or both of them, because I've definitely seen that happen before. Now, not that in person, but I've definitely been aware of a situation like that on TV. Um, but yeah, but who better than? I'm saying the thing is, with a single mom, she already has a job out the way. So you don't have to go through the hassle of trying to have kids when you can just walk into the situation with kids already there. So why not? A stud is like a great option, probably the perfect option for a lot of these single moms, because a lot of them are willing from the get-go to take them on because they want kids anyway. So why not, date a woman that already has some, so I can be the quote unquote daddy I feel like, or want to be, right? But the women, though, not the stud. That's the stud part, or that's the way I'm seeing it, or that's my perspective of it. I could be wrong. This is all pure speculation, but that's the stud side of it. Now, the baby mother side of it, or the single mother side of it, is I'm more than convinced that anybody will do. Anybody that's willing to help me take care of these damn kids, mostly financially, but nurturing as well, but definitely financially, whether it's a man or a woman, if I can sucker somebody in to help me take care of these damn kids, I'm taking it. That's the way I look at it. I don't even think some of these women are really lesbian like that or bisexual like that. I said they're just for whoever is willing to take care of her and her kids financially. And the stud definitely will do that. I'm saying because that validates their quote unquote manly status. You know what I mean? I'm the man of the relationship. So, you know, I pay all the bills. I take care of my wife and her kids, even though she's going to say my kids, of course, just like a stepdaddy would, a male stepdaddy would. Those are my kids, you know. It just gives her that, you know, that boost in ego to take on a woman that already has children. But this also made me think about, unfortunately, the Cornisha Butler killing or murder that happened, over a month ago, probably 2 months ago. A very, very tragic story. But she was with her stud girlfriend on and off for 6 years. Cornisha Butler had 4 children. And if I'm not mistaken, she had at least 2 of them while they were separated. Right? But she put a restraining order on her stud girlfriend after, supposedly, it wasn't proven, but more than likely she did that shit, after she burned both of her paint cars in her brother's driveway. I think that's what it was, her brother's driveway, and burned a little bit of his house too. And that's when she got a restraining order on her. 4 months after that, she texts her that she's going to go and kill her. Like, oh, this ain't going to be no 3rd degree, 2nd degree, it's going to be 1st degree. So you already knew what she was talking about, paraphrasing. So she finally runs into Cornisha Butler, disregarding the, you know, the restraining order, which a lot of them do anyway, and shoots her and kills her in front of one of her sons. Very tragic tale, very tragic tale. And she definitely didn't deserve that. But obviously they had a very toxic relationship. But still, I'm just looking at just the setup of the relationship. I said, like, excluding all of that bullshit and that tragic, unfortunate ending. Very, very bad ending, by the way. But that one I didn't talk about because I think there was some resolve for that. I'm going to have to look more into it. If not, then I'm definitely going to have to talk about that one. Like the Shanquella Robinson one that's still under investigation. But I'm getting off a topic. But I'm just looking at the relationship setting itself. You have a woman, a stud, and 4 kids, multiple baby fathers. Like I said, this is going to be happening more and more in the future. Just watch. Like I said, when men finally wake up out of the stepdaddy season, which they're not, because once again, the majority of men have a scarcity mindset. The majority of men don't have access to women like that. And the majority of men will do anything for some wop. So I don't see the majority of men giving up stepdaddy season, but there's definitely going to be a few of them dropping out and more of these studs coming in, even though they've already been there. They've been there for decades, but I'm just saying it's like more prevalent now. You're starting to see it, like them coming out of the woodwork. But yeah, just that's the question. Why is that? Why is that? I gave you my perspective of it, what I think it is, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it. Southpaw Slick, I'm out.